and welcome back to episode 2 of the FM24 beta save with Newcastle. Today we've got a final round of transfers and 2 huge games. So just before we get into those transfers, if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please do leave a like down below, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss episode 3 when that comes out, and please do subscribe. The support is greatly appreciated. The support on the first episode has been fantastic. Since you were last with us, there's only been a couple of transfers. Jacob Murphy has left to go to Crystal Palace for 13.25 million. For somebody who wasn't in my plans, that's a really nice amount to bring in. And Alan St. Maximin has left as part of a part exchange deal. We'll get into exactly who in just a moment. Incoming is actually who he's come in for. So it's Malik Field. We've paid 14.5 million and St. Maximin. Probably a little bit much than I would have liked, but we really wanted to increase our centre-back options. He's doing exactly that and looks very good from what we've seen so far. What we've seen from him so far is only one game, however, because after the last episode, we ended up against Wolves, which we drew 2-2. Bit disappointing. It was an own goal, but it wasn't really an own goal. It was really unlucky. And then most recently, we lost 2-1 to Tottenham. And when I mentioned Theo a moment ago, right at the end of that game, he got up for a phenomenal header from a corner. Unfortunately, it just hit the post and bounced away. We did lose James Ward-Prowse to an injury in that game, pulled ankle ligaments. He's not quite fit for today's game against Chelsea. And our other game is against Barcelona. Like I said, 2 huge games. In the Champions League, we've come up with Barcelona, Porto and Shakhtar. So showing Barcelona was a no-brainer. But it is Chelsea that we play first of all. So we've got Nick Pope in goal, a back three of Botman, Gertruda and Byrne, Trippier and Udogie as the wing backs, Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes in midfield. Then we've got Di Maria on the right, Carrasco on the left and Isaac starting up front. Just as we get into this game, I've noticed Chelsea have got Henrik Mkhitaryan. An unusual transfer, not one that I would have expected. But let's go into this and hopefully pick up a result. Di Maria with a corner early on in the game. It's towards the near post but headed back to Di Maria. Lays it off to Bruno on the edge. He knocks it back to Dan Byrne. And then Botman back out to Di Maria on the right. Get it across the box. Trippier does so. Carrasco at the far post. We lead 1-0. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. And Newcastle are leading Chelsea. Now we've got a highlight for Chelsea here. Enzo trying to get past Bruno Guimaraes, but he does really well. Pope clears it away towards Chilwell. João Felix has gone off early on for Chelsea due to an injury. I believe Pulisic came on in his place. Ball over the top, finds Mkhitaryan. That was a lovely ball and a lovely finish, unfortunately. We are getting a VAR check, but it looked onside to me, but I wasn't particularly looking at Mkhitaryan. It was onside. Di Maria with a corner sends it in. Isaac's in there, but he's beaten to it. There was a header there. It nearly ends up in the back of the net. I don't even know who headed it. Botman with another header goes onto the roof of the netting. We have reached half-time. It is 1-1, and you'd have to say, stats-wise, up until like injury time of that half, they'd only had 3 shots and 1 on target. So they've had a bit more in that final few minutes. You can even see it here. But up until then, it had largely been us in control of the game, and hopefully we can see that we can see the second half go back to what it was like at the start of that first half. Botman on the ball here, plays it to Di Maria. He plays it inside to Isaac and then back to Trippier on the wing, who goes back to Isaac. He needs to put it across the box. He doesn't. Kepa somehow saves from Bruno. Trippier with a throw in short to Tonali and then inside to Gertruda. Honestly, I need to look up how to say his name. Pope plays the long ball forward towards Isaac. He somehow gets beaten to the ball by Chilwell. I'm not sure about that, Isaac. Mkhitaryan turns and lays it off back to Chilwell. And Ugarte to Lukaku. Trying to run past his men. He gets into the box. Gets the shot off. Pope with a confident save. Chilwell throws the ball short to Thiago Silva and then through to Mkhitaryan. Chelsea looking a bit better in this second half, it has to be said, but Bruno gets a good foot in there and Botman plays it back to Pope so that we can regroup. So far this season, other than the Burnley game, we've played some really good football. It's just getting that final shot into that final ball that we're missing at the moment. Carrasco and Udogie exchanging the ball there, and Byrne plays it forward to Bruno. Turns, gets a ball through to Isaac, and Isaac puts it in the bottom corner. Kepa stepped away from the ball. We lead 2-1. And on the back of that, we're going to bring Joelinton on for Carrasco on the left-hand side, Almiron on for Di Maria, and Callum Wilson on. A full change of our front three just to get some fresh legs out there. Thiago Silva on the ball at the back for Chelsea here and plays it across to Azpilicueta. You can really see their inverted with fullbacks and wingbacks coming in. Mount with a good shot, Pope with a good save. Weird to see Mount still at Chelsea, actually. But yeah, you can really see their back three in that little scenario then. Chilwell with the corners towards Lukaku. Bruno Guimaraes heads it away very easily. 10 minutes to go. Trippier has got a yellow card, so we're going to bring him off for Yankuto. And I think we'll leave it there for now. We've got one more sub that we can use if we choose to. And in injury time, we are going to make that final change. Bruno Guimaraes coming off for Lewis Miley, one of our youngsters who looks very good. There's a corner kick here, though. The goalkeeper came up for the corner. The moment the corner started to come in, he legged it back. Not sure why he bothered. But we win 2-1, a fantastic result for Newcastle. Really what we needed. We got really unlucky against Tottenham, so to bounce back from that and get a good win is very good. Now we've got to go and play Barcelona. That's going to be an interesting one. It's time for the game against Barcelona. We've got a couple of changes coming in for this game. De Gea comes in for Nick Pope. We promised him he'd be our cup goalkeeper, so we're going to continue with that. Target comes in for Udogie at left wing back. We've also changed Almiron in for Di Maria on the right hand side. I feel like this game kind of suits Di Maria, more of an impact player. And that's everything that we've changed. Isaac at the moment, keeping Wilson out of the side. We have our first highlight, 43 minutes gone on the clock, and it's Barcelona who are in our half. Gavi on the edge of the area. Pedri sends it just wide of the post. At the moment, as we head into half-time, we are yet to have a shot at all, never mind one on target. Not sure what's going on in this first half, but we're going to have a little look at our tactics to see what we can change. We're going to try going more direct, higher tempo, and maybe let's shoot on sight and hit early crosses, just in the hopes that we might be able to just get an unexpected goal. And let's try and compress the field a little bit as well, hoping that's going to cause them to not have as much space to make their passes, because we know what Barcelona are like. We are going to bring Bruno off for Ward-Prowse as well. Bruno's picked up a twisted knee in that first half. Ward-Prowse fit for 75 minutes, so 45 minutes shouldn't be a problem for him. Balde with a throw-in for Barcelona, throws it straight to Botman, who goes long to Isaac. He loses support to Longley, though. This is the one problem at the moment. Isaac is finding himself very isolated. Ball through to Pedri, beats De Gea, and it's 1-0 unless it was offside. Again, similar to the one in the Chelsea game, it just didn't look it, and it wasn't. We do have a highlight straight from the kickoff, so maybe we're going to create our own chance. I'm really hoping it's not about to give the ball away. Ward-Prowse collects it from Carrasco, and then takes it down the wing, sends it back down the wing to Carrasco, into Isaac, shoots! We are straight back in the game. That, I believe, is our first shot of the game. It is, and it's found the top corner. What a goal, and hopefully that might just stun Barcelona a little bit. Almiron has picked up a knock, so as planned, Di Maria coming on, hopefully to be an impact sub, and we'll go full changes down that left-hand side. Udogie coming on for target as well. Di Maria with a corner, sends it in, Botman's in there. We lead against Barcelona. It's 2-1 to Newcastle. What on earth is happening here? The second half, we've completely changed, and it has paid off in in 2 goals. I don't know where I was going with that. However, we do get a highlight straight from the kickoff, and we know what happened last time. We kicked off, we scored a goal. Hopefully it's not going to be the same for Barcelona. Ansu Fati with a good touch towards Lewandowski. We managed to play it out from the back. Ward-Prowse sends it long. Longley collects it though. And De Jong Bursting through the middle. Oh, De Gea. That definitely should have been saved. Well, we need to make changes late on here. Jolinton's going to come on for Tonali just because of him being on a yellow card. And Wilson on for Isaac just in hopes that he can find a way to do something. It's not been a great game, as I say, for us here. But maybe, just maybe, we can find a late winner. A draw against Barcelona would not be a bad thing at all. And we do see out a 2-2 draw with Barcelona. If you're going home from this, you would not be unhappy because 1, Newcastle United have drawn with Barcelona, and for 2, you had an entertaining game. Ter Stegen picked up an injury at the end, and the clock went on for a while. There was 6 minutes added on, and then at the end, it ended up going like to the 101st minute. So it's almost like the game simulating the fact that he was down for a while, which is interesting. I'm not sure what the injury was, of course, but just something you might want to be aware of. So a very good episode for us there. The win against Chelsea, it leaves us in 8th place in the league on 8 points. We can't be unhappy with that, considering the start we've had playing United and Tottenham, although the Wolves and Burnley games we definitely should have won. But hopefully we'll start to see a bit more progress in those games against teams that we should be beating. In the Champions League, a draw with Barcelona to open the group is a fantastic result. Obviously, we like to win our home games and draw our away games, but when it's Barcelona, you can kind of accept drawing your home game. And hopefully what we'll see is progress in the group stage. We will be back probably for that Porto game at the end of the group stage. We're going to fly through the rest of this because I don't think we need to be taking our time. Let's go through. Obviously, if the Barcelona game is going to be pivotal, we might come back a little bit early. It would be nice if the Barcelona game can be pivotal because it probably means that it would be nice if the Barcelona game can be pivotal because we might be confirming qualification. But we'll have to wait and see on that. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment, what do you think we can do in that Champions League group? Do you think we can finish second or first? Can we beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou when we go there? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.